did you recover? So you did this in what, like 2013?
Yeah, 2014.
2014, sorry, can't do
Yeah.
that.
2014
Okay.
and 2015 was kind of this time frame when all this happened. Around 2016, we decided to regroup and start to work on finding a piece of the business that was working well and do more of that while we figured out what our next move would be. And so what we did is we focused on promotional products. The companies that had bought the product from us with their logo on it were elated with it, wanted to reorder more, and that was a very consistent theme. And they said, okay, well, how about we just decide to be the best at that for now? We can take on retail later, we can take on TV or what would become Instagram marketing later, but right now, let's be the best at providing marketers a physical tool to promote their brand with.
So, okay. So would you describe that act of finding the right fit? Would you call that product market fit? Because like you had something, you're like, okay, I have the imagination, I see the vision for this, but the way I was going to market with it wasn't working. And then you found that business to business marketing for you is the right way to go. Mm-hmm. So, okay. I love that. I think that's fascinating. I think a big challenge, because we're responsible for making businesses work, scale, grow, like with our advertising campaigns. And I think sometimes some of our smaller clients need to take a step back and ask, like, is the thing that we have interesting for the people we think it is interesting to?
Right.
And I think you went through that with a big number and a lot of heartache. Okay, so you identified your market, you know who loves it, and then how did you grow this thing?
So from that point, we figured out that we needed to be, in our own blue ocean, if you will, and we started investing in automation. So we developed our own automation equipment to be able to manufacture this product at scale, to compete against the low labor costs overseas, be able to do it with American employees and American components. And so we had to struggle around to try to find the textiles, which are very few in America left, that could produce our elastic that we need, and then build the internal structure to be able to build this at scale. And it was really cool because, we basically have created partnerships with inventors. So inventors typically are a certain personality type. They're tinkerers. They like to just be in the shop. They want to make stuff better and fix it. They don't necessarily want to be at a trade show or answering customer service phone calls or deciding the best version of the packaging. That's what I love. And so by partnering together, the inventor can then go back and be their best self in the workshop. And so that's exactly what happened. Our inventor, we leaned on him and said, hey, do you think you can build this equipment that we need? And I said, absolutely, I can build it. And so he invented the automation equipment that we use today, built it out of 80/20 rods and Arduino circuits and stuff that's way over my head, but it allowed us to produce now where we can produce over 50,000 units every day, completely custom. We have 32 full-time employees, and the ability to react quickly to the market and have, with our retail program, we can have things that are on trend. So like right now, one of the most popular prints we have is for Kobe Bryant.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the LA Business Podcast. If you like what we're doing on this podcast, please consider subscribing on Apple or Google Play, leaving a 5-star review, and sharing with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations for a guest you'd like to hear on this podcast, please email me, robert@brillmedia.co. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.